What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So before we get into today's video, I wanted to give you guys a quick POV of the self-driving feature on my Escalade, the new one that I just got, and it's so crazy. So once we hop on this freeway, it only works on the freeway. It's not like a Tesla where it works on side streets and stuff, but we'll hit the cruise control button. This whole bar will light up in green. I hope the camera's facing the right angle. I have my GoPro set on my head strap, and so we set up the cruise by hitting this button. And then once it's ready, you see that light over there that has a picture of a steering wheel. So you'll set the cruise control. We'll set it at 65. And then you'll hit this button over here. And then you see this light. Now, I'm not touching my hands, I'm not using my hands. And just doing its own thing. What's crazy is it'll even switch lanes on its own. So let's say if it's seeing that that car is too close to me, it's driving real slow, it'll put the signal light on and it'll move out the way. Let's see if it does. See? Look at that. That's so crazy. And I guess it works best when you have it set on navigation, because this, what do they call this? A VR or something? It will set the navigation on there, and then it will tell you like what direction it's going and stuff. But that's pretty sick. I'm waiting for it to get to a turn so you guys can see how it does that on a turn. See, right now I'm not doing anything, but you have to keep your face in this camera. If you move it away, this light will start flashing in red and it will disengage the self-cruise. That's what it's called. So if I was going to be texting and looking away from that, it will know that I'm doing that and it will stop it. And I can also change lanes manually. So if I put the signal light on, it will make sure nobody's in my blind spot and it will change lanes. Man, technology is crazy. But when it's doing it itself, and it never likes being in the far left, it'll always try to be back in the middle because it can, you know, see what's on the left and what's on the right. But it's pretty cool, man. Waiting for it to get to a turn so you guys see how it turns by itself. This has been pretty straight for now. But Teslas, I guess you can knock out, you can sleep, you can play games, and it will still do its thing. But with these, I mean, this is all new to Cadillac. I think this is going to be the first car or first truck that has a self-cruise thing. And it slows down, so right now, I mean, you guys can't feel that, but when it sees that car come in front of me, it'll break down. So if you look at the heads-up display, I'm not sure if you can pick it up on the GoPro, but my cruise is set to 65, but when it sees a car in front of me, it will drop it to like 55 or 58. Let's see if it'll change lanes right now. We'll get to the right. Nope, because it, oh, there you go. Now it's gonna do it. It's canceled because that car got in my way. Well, let's see if it does it again. Yep, there you go. I'm not touching anything, it's doing everything by itself. And it says auto lane change complete. But that's it. So now if I want to get out of it and I want to do it myself, I'll just hit this steering wheel button and it'll start flashing red, telling me to hold the wheel. And now we're back in manual. So now getting into today's video, I've been getting a few DMs. I've been seeing the comments on the past couple videos, and people have been telling me to buy Lil Baby's Total Trackhawk. At first, I didn't know what they were talking about, but then someone sent me the link of it on the auction, and it's a black Trackhawk with the 01 style hood, just like Lil Baby had. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Lil Baby posted a video on YouTube maybe, this was like 3-4 months ago, and he was showing off his car collection, he was showing off his Mercedes, his Trackhawk is one of them, and a couple other cars. And that Trackhawk had the 01 style hood, so you can see the supercharger right through the hood. And he had a painted supercharger, I think it was red when I watched that video. So I got the link. We're gonna go back to the house, we're gonna check it out on the computer, and we're gonna see, I'll give you guys my thoughts about it, and if it's worth bringing it to the channel, rebuilding it for some content. So we're back at the house. Before we get on the computer real quick, I want to show you guys the 300. I had the tints redone yesterday. We did limos 5% on the sides and 35% on the windshield. And we did it in a nano ceramic, so if you're in the car, you see everything. But from the outside, it's pitch black. You can't even see who's driving the car. And these are, they're not, what do they call it? It's not a dyed film, so these last a lot longer. They you know, they don't bring heat in, so it was pretty expensive. I think it was like 500 bucks to get them done, but it was worth it. If you guys seen the older tin was really light and was starting to peel off, so I had them peel it off, clean off the adhesive, redo it, and then we can't roll the windows down for like 3 days. But I still gotta fix this chip. You see that? I forgot all about it until I hopped in the passenger seat. But I think we could get it repaired before it gets too bad. And there's places that do that. So now we're gonna go inside the house, get on the computer, and we will show you guys the Trackhawk. All right, so before I show you the Jeep after it got wrecked, we're gonna watch the video where he first showed it off in this little YouTube video that was posted by All Urban Central. So right over here, he got 42 Doug recording him. Let's turn up the audio real quick.
Check the hood out. Floyd ain't living like this, though. Yeah, he ain't got dope, but Floyd, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I've been punching nigga all my life, though. Yeah.
So wait, let's roll that back real quick. So right over here, you see that it has the red supercharger with the red snout, and it has these black and red engine covers. And then right in there, you see it has the all black Forgiatos with the red center cap. And that's really all you can pick up off of the video. It was a really short clip. Now if we go here, this is the rolled over Jeep that everybody has been sending me the links to. And then a lot of this stuff add up. So the wheels has the same exact wheels that were in that video. The multi-spoke Forgiatos with the black center cap, black and red center cap. And then it has, you can see it in here too, the 01 style hood. But now this is a part that's gonna throw me off, right? Why isn't the supercharger red in this one? The snout is a red, the supercharger is a red, the black and red covers are not here. But before we talk about that, let's look at the rest of it. This thing is completely destroyed. Looks like it rolled over. Old doors are smacked up, probably has one good fender on it, and maybe the bumper is salvageable, but the rest of it is completely gone. This whole side is destroyed. Quarter panels on both sides is gone. It needs 4 doors. The roof is buckled up. Looks like it took a hard hit on the roof. Has low miles though. Has 9,200 miles. Has a black and red interior. The dash or the wheel didn't go off. Just the seat belts, or not seat belts. The seat and the roof curtains blew up. That's really all I can tell. I can't really see in the video if the taillights were tinted on this one. Wait, let's see if we could. Hold on. All right. Nah, it's hard to tell. It has tints. It has a tinted windshield as well. Let's see if this one's tinted. Yep, this windshield's tinted as well. This one has some kind of red badge on the headrest, but obviously we can't see it. I even tried to look it up on Google Images, see if I could find a different picture or a different view, and I couldn't. So at one point, Roadshow International, which is a big Atlanta dealership that sells all these special cars, they had it in their inventory, but they took it off after it was wrecked. Let's see if we can find it here. Let's go to Jeep. Nah. So these are not it. Well, they got a bulletproof Trackhawk. That's pretty cool. But I'm not sure if this is the same one. The part that throws me off is that the supercharger isn't the same. But I'm gonna show you something that kind of answers that. So if you look over here, the supercharger belt is off, which is right over there, right? But look at how this has red valve covers. Imagine this was like a Demon motor, because Demons come with the red valve covers. But look at this. So the supercharger belt is missing, or it's off, and then the supercharger bolts are just like hanging on there. You see that? They're not even tightened down. So I think that they replaced the supercharger after it got totaled out, because maybe this one was worth some money, or was ported, or was a Demon supercharger. It's hard to see. but that's obviously not the same one. It doesn't have the same covers. So maybe they just swapped it out, put the stock covers back on it, and had insurance take it. But other than that, I mean, everything matches that video. The same wheels, the same exact color, the same hood, which was the main spec. And let me know what you guys think. You guys think this was just a replica that somebody tried to copy and make it look like his, or is this the actual same Jeep, but they took off the supercharger after it got wrecked and it ended it up at the auction? I think, in my opinion, this is the same truck, and they just swapped the blower off after the incident. So that's, I mean, now people are gonna ask me if I should buy it or not. So first of all, it has a non-repairable title. That means the whoever buys it can only part it out. You cannot rebuild it to sell, which I don't think this thing is fixable. It needs way too much work. Well, I mean, it has a lot of components that's good for a swap. Has a front cradle, suspension, has a front powertrain, or the front cradle with suspension, the powertrain, has a wire harness, the drive shafts most likely are good. Maybe needs a knee assembly on this side, but I mean, it has a lot of things that you could use to do a swap. It does not have a key, so that's why they couldn't see if it starts. And it has biohazard, so maybe they found blood in here or something. That's what that means. And it has, the selling branch is in Atlanta, Georgia. So a lot of things are adding up to say that this was the same one, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And before I let you guys go, if you're watching this far, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek on something that I'll be bidding on in 2 more days. Now I didn't add this to the title or the thumbnail because I wanted to leave it as a surprise, but bam, look at this thing. This is a dream car over here, man. For those who aren't familiar with these, this is the last year they made this Dodge Viper. So this one over here is a 2017 Dodge Viper with the ACR package. Right over here it says ACR, has a nice racing seat belts, and they only come in manual, so that's why the trans has a manual shifter. Has really low miles, 9,000 miles. Looks like it had a swipe over here on the hood. The wheel's really screwed up, needs a new wheel. But the hit itself isn't bad at all. They got this window taped up, maybe the window's busted out, and the quarter panels damaged as well. The knee assembly on the back is probably fixable, but it is a run and drive right in there. Look at the retail value on this thing, 2016, $260,000. Now, if we get this fairly cheap, it's gonna be worth it for the content and worth it to get it resold, and we'll still have enough room to work with. But the bid right now is at $99,500. I'm still trying to add things up to make sure that I don't go over budget and overpay for it. But this over here is gonna be the hopefully the next build coming to the channel. Now, if you guys see me post a video of me picking something up without showing you guys a picture, you best believe this is it over here. And I also want to show you something else I've been waiting on. And it's this over here. It's a 1969 Dodge Charger, and I really want to do a swap to one of these things. Maybe a Hellcat swap, a red eye swap. I've seen a couple people do it, so this is not going to be the first ever to happen, but it'll be really cool. I want to get my hands on one of these. And this one has an engine burnt damage, which really doesn't matter since everything is getting replaced anyways. Has a nice red color, so we can match the 300. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Make sure you leave a comment down below to say if you think this is the same truck that's at auction. Let me know what you guys think. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you back on the next one.